Hello everyone, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. So today we're going to cover a topic called BTC Standard Hashrate Token. So if you guys are using Binance, you would have known about this because they recently announced that they're going to launch this token BTCST in their launch pool as a part of their launch pool program. So when I read about this, I felt that this token was a very innovative program, and I feel like it's something quite interesting, which might interest you guys. So I'm trying to cover this in my video. So the first thing that you guys need to know is if you have an account on Binance, you are mostly going to have a lot of options to earn interest because nowadays all the exchanges are planning to have some form of interest earning account on their platform. So if you know, Binance has its own token called BNB, which is an ERC20 token, but now it is also available in Binance Smart Chain platform as well. So it is a pretty versatile token, and if you hold that token, you get a couple of discounts on trading. You also get certain benefits, right? Like you can kind of, if you have small balances, you can kind of convert them into BNB. So you have a lot of benefits, and it's one of the largest exchanges in the world by volume. So obviously, Binance Coin has its own benefits as long as Binance as a platform exists, right? And so one of the ways by which they want to promote Binance Coin token is basically by if you hold Binance BNB tokens, you would be able to put it in a platform in an account or something called as a vault, okay, and you would be able to earn other tokens depending on how many BNB coins you hold, right? So it's very interesting that this particular coin was listed because recently they have listed a couple of fan tokens from soccer, and those fan tokens are pretty much worthless. So I was probably expecting them to list some more fan tokens, but I pretty much feel like they realize that they're not going to get any more adoption for their token, for the BNB token, if they keep listing these garbage tokens, right? But again, this is the Brutal Investor channel. So if you guys like my channel, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video in particular, please click the like button. And yeah, share the video if you feel like this may be of interest to your friends or family. And again, we are trying to make smart investment decisions. We are trying to invest for the long run. So how does this particular token, Bitcoin Standard Hashrate token, solve that purpose, right? So the first thing is, if you want to search for this token in coin market cap, you are not going to be in any luck because this coin is currently not listed in coin market cap. So you won't be able to look at the charts and see whether this token has been listed on other platforms like Uniswap in the past. It seems like this is a brand new token. So basically, Bitcoin Standard Hashrate token aims to bring exchange grade liquidity to Bitcoin mining and solve the current problem of limited number of exit options while participating in the mining process. So what this is basically telling us is, if you want to mine Bitcoin, right? Currently, Bitcoin works in a proof of work mechanism. It basically means that you have to prove that you have invested energy in order to receive Bitcoin rewards, right? So that's how new Bitcoins are mined and are released into the market. But the problem with that is, Bitcoin also has this feature where it makes it difficult for so every time a miner runs, it's consuming like electricity to solve a very complex mathematical equation or problem, and it finds solution to the problem, and therefore the miner who solves the problem first gets rewarded with a specific set of bitcoins, right? Depending on how quickly a new block is mined. But the problem is Bitcoin also has in its algorithm that every if there is a lot of miners, in order to make it competitive, it reduces the difficulty, or varies the difficulty every once in 2 weeks, and the difficulty usually goes up. Okay, and since Bitcoin is this new hot currency that people are starting to realize that it has like great value, people want to get a hold of Bitcoin. And since Bitcoin is expensive, people for some reason think that it makes sense to mine it, but they don't realize that mining is actually more expensive and less profitable compared to just buying the coins in the market, right? So this token, Bitcoin Standard Hashrate token, aims to solve this problem by trying to act as a medium to generate exchange grade liquidity to Bitcoin, and try to solve the problem of people having to buy expensive miners, expensive mining rigs, and investing electricity in the process, right? So each BTCST is collateralized by 0.1 terahash per second of Bitcoin mining power. Users are able to stake their BTCSTs. By doing so, they can receive daily Bitcoin distribution corresponding to the amount of mining power staked, no upper limit, and no KYC required. So basically, I think this is a pretty cool and interesting token. The reason is Bitcoin is always going to be a proof of work system, and that's how Satoshi intended it. Unless there's a significant number of people who are mining Bitcoin who want to change the system, or even Satoshi himself, if he wants to change the system drastically from scratch. I don't know why he would, but if he chooses to do it with some super smart developers like himself, maybe there may be a proposal to make Bitcoin they move from the proof of work system to a proof of stake system, which is known to be more efficient. But until then, Bitcoin is going to be a proof of work system, right? So this token introduces so every token for BTCST is going to be worth 0.1 terahash per second of Bitcoin mining power. So imagine this scenario in your mind, right? If you were to mine Bitcoin currently, you would have to go to a shop, get an expensive piece of mining rig. Okay, you should also have significant technical knowledge to, operate the mining rig. Make sure that you understand the algorithm and try to make sure that it works properly. You need to have you need to modify your home or your business location so that it can consume this huge amount of electricity that will be required for mining Bitcoin. And then you would have to just run the algorithm in your computer and make sure that you keep the system cool, because the byproduct of using so much electricity is high heat, right? So the whole building would probably like be very hot. So there's so much difficulty, as you can imagine, from step A to step Z, right? So this token solves all of that and makes you do significantly less work by buying BTCST tokens, right? And staking them, and you are contributing to the electricity, because each and every token is a representation of a 0.1 terahash per second of Bitcoin mining power, right? So that token, and this single token is a unit of energy, that is the mining power that is being contributed to mining Bitcoin, right? So the more BTCST tokens that you guys have, you would be able to mine, you'd be having a higher contribution of the mining power, and therefore you will be entitled to a higher Bitcoin reward, right? So I think this is an amazing concept. I feel like there are like a lot of people who would use this as a very clean and convenient method of staking a token to receive Bitcoin rewards, which is, I feel, in my opinion, I have been in the space for quite some time, and I believe that this is one of the most unique approaches to getting a staking reward. And the staking reward is also going to be Bitcoin, which is going to make it more valuable, right? So the token itself, the BTCST token itself, will be very valuable because people are not going to stake some highly valuable coin such as Ethereum and gain a low valuable coin like XYZ coin or whatever, but they're going to stake a low valuable coin like BTCST token and get a highly valuable coin such as Bitcoin, right? I feel like this particular project is going to attract a lot of attention, right? So again, I went through the Binance research page for this, and again, they basically highlighted, they have this nice summary on the front page for people who don't want to read the whole article. So again, it basically states the same thing. BTCST is a token that's collateralized by 0.1 terahash per second of actual Bitcoin mining power, standardized to efficiency of 60 watt per terahash. Again, if you feel like you don't understand that bit, it's perfectly fine. All you need to understand is basically, instead of spending all the time and money and energy mining Bitcoin through the proof of work mechanism, you just need to spend all that money to buy BTCST tokens and stake it to earn Bitcoins, right? So where are you going to stake it and how to earn Bitcoins? That is the interesting part, right? I'll discuss that with you in a few seconds. So the miner contributes mining power to the platform in exchange for newly issued BTCST tokens. So again, straightforward, okay? BTCST is the native BEP20 utility token. So see, look at this one. They have highlighted native BEP20 utility token. So this is the kicker here. So Bitcoin has its own network, okay? Bitcoin works on the Bitcoin network, right? Ethereum, which is another cryptocurrency that we'll discuss in the subsequent days in the future, is an is another platform which supports ERC20 tokens, which is another group of tokens that are that run on the Ethereum blockchain, right? So Binance wants to compete with Ethereum, and Binance has launched its own network called the Binance Smart Chain, and any coins or tokens that run on the Binance Smart Chain are BEP20 tokens. So you need to be a little bit clear on which token you would be working with in this particular case. So BTCST is a native of the BEP20 utility token, which is basically a token of the Binance Smart Chain, which is a decentralized network. Again, if you don't understand whatever I'm saying right now, bear with me because I will try to explain my best by the end of this video. So just think about this, right? Binance is a centralized exchange, right? So it's just like any other centralized exchanges. You need to, when you create an account, you need to do your KYC AML, where you provide your personal information to get an exchange account set up. And once it's all well and good, you would be able to, link your bank account to buy Bitcoin or USD Tether or some other coins with your bank, with your regular cash or fiat money, right? So Binance Smart Chain is a decentralized platform, right? Which is not the same as Binance. Binance Smart Chain is a platform, and Binance itself is an exchange. Binance Smart Chain has exchanges, just like how Ethereum has exchanges like Uniswap, Bancor, etc. Right? So all you need to understand is Binance Smart Chain is a separate network. Any coins that run on the Binance Smart Chain are BEP20 tokens, which which have their own function, right? In this particular case, BTCST token is a BEP20 utility token, which is used to mine Bitcoin. So this is pretty much the simplest way I feel like I can explain. But if you guys still have any questions, let me know in the comment box below and I'll try to do my best to answer your question. So BTCST is a native BP20 utility token of the platform. Holding BTCST is equivalent to owning the underlying mining power. So this is the key thing, right? So if you own BTCST, you are holding a small unit of the mining power for Bitcoin, right? Instead of holding all the mining rigs, trying to understand the Bitcoin mining algorithm, and trying to spend all the time and money and space to do a physical mining, by holding one or a few BTCST tokens, you're basically owning a package of all of these things in one go, right? Staking BTCST on chain entitles staking users to receive mining rewards on Bitcoin. So think about this one. In order to basically receive Bitcoin rewards, you need to first hold BTCST. Okay, you also need to uh, maybe try to understand at least do some research on the Binance Smart Chain, create your Binance Smart Chain account, right? I'm probably gonna make a video because I feel like it's a little bit complicated. I feel like I have to address this in a little bit more detail, right? I'll do that in my subsequent videos. So basically, you need to understand number one, Binance Smart Chain, and try to create an account with MetaMask and link your MetaMask account to the Binance Smart Chain wallet. Okay. Number two, you need to have BTCST tokens. Number three, you need to stake your BTCST tokens in the Binance Smart Chain to receive Bitcoins. Okay. So all BTST tokens other than the initial circulating supply of 1 million are subject to a 25-week weekly linear vesting schedule. Um, so in this launch pool, right, if you have BNB tokens, you are entitled to receive a small portion of free BTCST tokens, right? That initial supply of BTCST tokens that you will be receiving by participating in this launch pool will be uh, free to use. You're free to use it whenever you want. But any subsequent BTST tokens that you plan to buy or uh, mine by some means or whatever will be subject to a 25-week holding period. You cannot just sell it, or you can't just like withdraw it or something. It would be subjected to a 25-week weekly linear vesting schedule, which means after the 25-week period, you are free to do whatever you want with that, right? So just bear that in mind. Again, we're gonna look at the metrics for this. The token type is BP20, so it's a Binance Smart Chain. We are very clear with that. The launch pool started yesterday, and it's 40,000 BTST tokens, which is basically 4% of the initial circulating supply, are allocated to this launch pool initiative. Initial circulating supply is going to be 1 million BTST tokens, BTCST tokens, and the total token supply would also be 1 million BTCST tokens. And there's a disclaimer there: the total supply of BTST after launch will be determined by the AUM of BTST mining power. All BTSTs other than the initial circulating supply of 1 million are subject to 25-week weekly linear vesting schedule. Future BTSTs issued on the project team uh, are subject to same vesting schedule. So again, I believe that is something that you don't have to worry about. Again, if you first of all, if you are really intrigued in this project, or if you are planning to mine Bitcoin but not go through the hassle, this project would be useful for you, right? Um, Again, if you see, they are basically explaining it in detail. I want to cover something which basically, if you see here, launched. So this is something that we have to cover together, right? So basically, recent news: January 2021, partnered with Power 360 as the initial tokenized miner with the contribution of 100 pico hashes per second of Bitcoin hash rate. So they have made partnerships with Power 360, and they have also gotten audited by Certec, which is a reputed auditor for the cryptocurrency space, on 2020 December, they've launched the standard hash rate DApp on Binance Smart Chain mainnet. So if you have BTCST tokens and you want to stake it on Binance Smart Chain, you click this link, which is basically the DApp where you are expected to stake these tokens in order for you to generate bitcoins. Okay, and again, I believe that the Bitcoin, this is the basic allocation for the launch pool. You know, you can see that a tiny fraction of it is allocated um, to the launch pool, and a vast majority of it is for initial tokenizing miner. Okay, again, it's a very interesting project. You guys can read through this in detail if you want. You can go to Binance website and go through the announcement, right? So let's go to their website and see what they have. So this is the standard hash rate token website. Again, it's a pretty cool website. It's very simple for people to read and understand. I think these are the information that we've already covered before. You can read the full white paper if you are interested, or if you really want to know the information provided in the audit report. You can also access that here. Again, these are their links. If you are a big fan of this kind of projects, you can kind of follow them there. So let's look at the DApp itself, right? So this is the DApp. So this is one way of accessing the DApp, which is basically a short form for decentralized application. This DApp is in Binance Smart Chain platform. Okay, so you can connect your Binance Smart Chain wallet, okay, or you can install Binance Chain Wallet. Okay, you can do either of those and connect your wallet to this platform. So let's look at the stake option. I guess that's where we were. So mining. Okay, I guess I have to connect it to my wallet, which I'm not going to do right now. But a few things that I feel like that I've missed in this video is basically, if you stake BTCST tokens, you are going to earn Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin that you're going to earn is also going to be a BEP20 token. So bear that in mind. What that means is the Bitcoin that you are earning is a token in the Binance Smart Chain platform. It's not an actual Bitcoin. It's not the actual Bitcoin itself, because Bitcoin has its own network and Bitcoin is not interoperable with these other networks like Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain network, right? So what you need to do to get your actual Bitcoin is, you need to, once you accumulate a sufficient amount of Bitcoin BEP20 tokens from the Binance Smart Chain wallet, you need to transfer it to Binance, which is the exchange itself, and you can withdraw your bitcoins as a through the like as a Bitcoin network. You know, you can withdraw the actual Bitcoin from there, or you can do whatever you want with it. You can either convert it into an ERC20 token as wrapped Bitcoin, which is another thing, which is another token on that represents a Bitcoin value on the Ethereum blockchain. So yeah, it's going to be tricky if you guys feel like you need to understand what I'm saying. Basically, you need to clearly do some research on Binance Smart Chain. Okay, it's a I believe that Binance Smart Chain is pretty cheap when it comes to transaction fees, rather than Ethereum. Ethereum transaction fees always get clogged up, and therefore Ethereum transaction fees are always high, right? So if you guys want to do some more digging into this, I suggest you type Binance Smart Chain and read through that. There's tons of information from Binance themselves on how to even set up your Binance Smart Chain wallet. You can again read this article a few times to understand how things are working. Basically, as a brutal investor, I believe that this is an opportunity for people who are curious and who want to experience Bitcoin mining themselves, right? By not spending a lot of money on expensive mining rigs and everything like that. This is definitely suitable for them. But what do I think about the long-term potential of this token or the project, right? I believe that initially this token is going to do very well, but as uh, months and days and even years progress, right? I believe that this token would be slowly worthless, or it would be little obscure. The reason I'm saying that is that you need to understand that Bitcoin, there's only finite number of Bitcoins, right? So as more people try to mine Bitcoins, the mining difficulty would only increase, right? And therefore, zero point 0.1 terahash per second is you would need a significantly large number of this token in order to get any meaningful Bitcoins, right? So you would be basically forced to buy a huge number of these tokens, take them out of the exchange, move them to the Binance Smart Chain, go to the dApp that they've showed you, stake it there in order to get Bitcoin. To avoid all of this process, you might as well just rather buy Bitcoin from the exchange itself, right? And the Bitcoins that you're going to receive after staking is going to be BEP20. So therefore, you need to move it to Binance in order to get your actual Bitcoin. Okay, BEP20 Bitcoin is Bitcoin, but it's in the Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? You basically um, it's a BEP20 Bitcoin is just a token in the Binance Smart Chain wallet, and it represents the actual Bitcoin itself, and not it is not the actual Bitcoin, but it represents the actual Bitcoin, if you know what I'm saying, right? So anyway, um, as a brutal investor, what is the potential opportunity for us to make money from this? So I believe that after the Binance launch pool is over, people are going to go crazy because they would initially understand the potential of this particular token to save them tons of money. So they're going to try to buy as much tokens as possible when it's cheap. So if you hold a significant amount of BNB, you would be eligible to receive a decent chunk of BTCST tokens, right? So there will be a point where the price of BTCST tokens would skyrocket, and at that time you would have to sell it so that you can get out of this token and start focusing on other investments, right? Again, this is not financial advice. This is something that is this is a suggestion from uh, another investor like me. Again, I'm a YouTuber. I don't provide financial advice. You have to do your own research. I suggest you to do as much research as you can because it's still a very new project. It could completely fail. It could be successful. It could probably be one of the top 50 cryptocurrencies or top 25 cryptocurrencies in the future. I have no idea. But all I'm here to do is to provide some light because it's a new project which has been launched, and I believe that it would definitely interest a lot of people who are looking to mine Bitcoin. So remember, you're not a regular investor; you are a brutal investor. So continue to stay brutal. If you like my video, please click the like button, and I would also appreciate if you guys could subscribe to my channel. I'm going to make a lot more videos. My target is to make one video per day. I know that it's very early stages for my channel. I want to improve the quality of my content in the future. So I would appreciate if you guys could show some support, and that's it. So yeah, basically I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.